If you or someone you know is one of the many women going through menopause, living with symptoms like hot flashes can be downright miserable. Now, you might have heard of something called estrogen therapy and some of its myths, but here to debunk some of those misconceptions is women's health expert, Dr. Lauren Streicher. Doctor, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Of course. So, starting with hot flashes, how long do they last?
Let's start with hot flashes. 80% of women will experience hot flashes, and on average, they can last between 7 and 12 years. And women are not expecting that. They think it's going to be a lot shorter, and they're like, okay, I have a healthy lifestyle, I eat right, I do yoga, I'm not going to have a problem with hot flashes. But unfortunately, that healthy lifestyle and yoga are not going to eliminate hot flashes. We know that hormone therapy is your best bet at decreasing them or wiping them out altogether.
Got it. Now, does hormone therapy have a higher level of estrogen than, say, birth control pills?
I always like talking about the two together because women tend to have a real comfort level with birth control pills, and what they don't appreciate is that birth control pills actually have a relatively high dose of estrogen for the purposes of stopping ovulation and preventing pregnancy. Hormone therapy, on the other hand, has relatively low doses of estrogen in order to alleviate symptoms. So in fact, if you were to do a blood test of a postmenopause woman who's taking hormone therapy, not only is her estrogen level going to be much lower than someone taking birth control pills, but it's actually going to be much lower than a woman who hasn't gone through menopause yet. So hormone therapy is low-dose therapy, birth control pills, relatively high-dose therapy.
Okay, and a lot of women might be concerned that it'll increase cholesterol or make them gain weight. Are these things actually true?
Yeah, well, this is a big deal, and no, it's not true. And in fact, it's quite the opposite. A lot of midlife women are told at that time, your cholesterol is up, your triglycerides are up, and the last thing in the world they want to do is to take a medication that's going to make it even worse. Well, it turns out that hormone therapy, in many cases, will decrease cholesterol. Now, there's two ways to administer hormone therapy. Oral, meaning a pill that you take by mouth, not only can decrease cholesterol, but sometimes it will increase triglycerides. Transdermal estrogen therapy, which is administered and absorbed through the skin, not only can decrease cholesterol, it can also decrease triglycerides. And the weight gain thing, midlife women tend to gain weight. We know that, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But hormone therapy is not one of the reasons. And in fact, in multiple scientific studies, there is no association between hormone therapy and weight gain. So good news there.
Okay, and the cost might seem prohibitive for some. They might question, is it covered by my insurance?
Yeah, anytime I prescribe anything, I never know what insurance is going to cover because every policy is different. But having said that, we know that a lot of women who are going for those custom compounded hormone therapies that are not FDA approved and non-regulated, insurance is not going to cover that because safety hasn't been tested. But if I write a prescription for an FDA approved hormone therapy that you can get at any pharmacy that has been tested for safety and efficacy, chances are insurance will cover that. Now, obviously, you need to check with your doctor about dosage and what would be appropriate for you, but most times insurance will cover it.
Lots of excellent information, Dr. Streicher. There's so much more to learn, really. If people want to learn more details, where can they go?
The best place to go is to the North American Menopause Society website, which is menopause.org, where not only can you get really accurate information about symptoms of menopause, things to alleviate the symptoms, but you can also find a menopause expert, because sometimes even if you have a fabulous healthcare practitioner, doctor, or nurse practitioner, they may not be an expert in this, and you want to get the right information so you can make the right choices.
Excellent. Dr. Lauren Streicher, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And stay where you are. We'll be right back.